You ready, MP? You gotta play the game of your life tonight just for us to even have a chance.
Hey, Tyson. What's up, bro? I mean, it's finally good to meet you, and I want to tell you seriously, I, really relate to your story.
Good evening and welcome to this 2K presentation of the EYBL Showcase. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo, and we've got a pair of loaded all-star rosters representing the best club basketball players from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League.
And if you've seen these kids play before, you know exactly how talented they are. We're watching the future of basketball on the court today.
And when it comes to the top talent, Drake, names like Ice McCall and MP jump right out at you.
Those two are some of the more well-known names on the list, but you can look up and down these rosters right here. Any of these kids could be stars. The EYBL is the consensus top league, but there is talent on both of these rosters.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Out there for the Nike EYBL All-Stars, Joey Johnson and Tyson Ice McCall run the show. Bryant Cologne and Drew Robinson look to make things happen out on the wings, and Al Prachumsky lurks in the paint. And looking at the starting lineup for the WCBL All-Stars, it's Devontae Mills and MP in the backcourt. The 3-and-D specialist Drexel Carrington joins Brandon Harris in the forward position, with Miles Thunderstone holding things down at center. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now here's Robinson. McCall for three, and that one comes out the assist from Robinson.
Oh, another ice cube. That's what I'm calling his jumpers now. What do you think, Drake? Nearly automatic and lowering the temperature for his team, one shot at a time.
McCall slams it home.
Throwing it down with some flash.
Who knew he could fly like that? Fantastic finish.
And I didn't expect to see a dunk like that when I came in today.
Now here's MP. He has 6. Expanding his range. Rebounded by Prachumsky. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
McCall outside. Pass to Cologne. Prachumsky left side. He gets that one to fall.
Oh, that was a tough shot, but Prachumsky makes it look so easy.
MP outside. Here's Stone. Shoots over Prachumsky. And again, the West All-Stars score.
And he is just a headache for whoever's got him assigned on D.
Cologne on the outside. Johnson kicks it to McCall. Prachumsky with the screen. And Harris with the rejection.
Hey, this is the authoritative defense you want to see from Harris. Stopping the shot cold with a confident swat.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. McCall for three. The West All-Stars pull it down.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Oh, exactly. He was alert and aware, reacted to the shot quickly.
Kicks it out to MP. Now Harris, defended by Robinson. 4 on the clock. MP, no good. EYBL trailing. McCall. Yes, and a nice assist from Joey Johnson.
Oh, wheeling that one in for two. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
The kick to Carrington. Mills on the wing, it's MP. Here's Harris, and it's Harris slamming it home.
A few more points tacked on to their lead, and in the dirtiest way possible.
Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they?
They really do. The D forces a miss and then can't corral it. They're hanging their heads for sure.
And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
And wrestling and forward. Teams changing it up here.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
And here's MP on the outside. And Aslanagou pulls it down. McCall with the ball. Guarded now by Moore. Outside, it's Johnson. The UIBL, no good that time either. Mills. McCall covering. Moore outside. Pass to Mills. On target from long range. And Mills so skilled with the ball in his hands.
Mills has some things he still needs to work on, but you can see the playmaking. It's already there. He makes his teammates better, and he does it with joy on his face.
Fires in the triple.
And he answers right back with a three of his own.
Oh my, they're getting into it. We've got a duel shaping up here.
Johnny Chu.
Great second effort to power it home.
That's all hustle, getting after it inside.
And that's what coaches love to see, showing that motor around the rim.
Kicks it to Johnson. McCall, back to Johnson, to the paint. Schroeder, and there's the UIBL All-Stars with another bucket.
Hey, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home.
Here's MP. Moore. MP, defended by McCall. MP, no good. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Now MP, 8 points for him. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw contact and he'll shoot two. It's on Brandon Harris.
You can tell McCall is a skilled shooter. Even with the foul coming, he doesn't waver at all.
So both teams making some changes here. The West All-Stars leading this one. Outside, MP. And again, the West miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things harder on himself. He's stuck in quicksand. Work around it and get an easier shot.
Johnson, covered by MP. And there's the call on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Kicks it to McCall. Shot clock at 6. Cologne for 3. Here's Perchumsey, and Perchumsey throws it down.
That was just sheer muscle on Perchumsey's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
Here's Mills. MP outside. The leaner. Perchumsey pulls it in.
He just doesn't look confident right now. And it's showing with how he's shooting the ball.
Out of rhythm in the worst way.
That'll even the score.
So quick, so effective, and a nuisance from distance. Tyson McCall is an elite shooter already, and he's only getting better.
Now MP, 8 points for him. They get it back, and that one's good for 2.
You know, he never relents when it comes to second chances.
Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball. the Nike EYBL All-Stars to start this one out.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Now here's Johnson. Back to Cologne. McCall outside with 4 to shoot. Stolen away by Harris. Out there for the Nike EYBL All-Stars, Joey Johnson and Tyson Ice McCall run the show. Bryant Cologne and Drew Robinson look to make things happen out on the wings, and Al Prachumsi lurks in the paint. And looking at the starting lineup for the WCBL All-Stars, it's Devontae Mills and MP in the backcourt. The 3-and-D specialist Drexel Carrington joins Brandon Harris at the forward position, with Miles Thunderstone holding things down at center. Pound that bucket.
That was just sheer muscle on Prachumsi's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
MP, defended by McCall. Outside, Harris. MP. And it's blocked by McCall. A nice shot and finish from Stone.
Number 17.
Here's the EYBL All-Stars with the ball. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Cologne for 3. Harris comes down with the board. Past MP. And the WCBL again with the bucket.
Terrific find. Everyone loves playing with someone who can move the ball like that.
Cologne on the outside. Now McCall. Here's the 3. Harris comes down with the board. The West with the lead. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall. Currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
McCall's shot off the mark. The WCBL on offense. Here's MP. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to give Harris credit for getting after it on the glass. He earned that second chance bucket.
Cologne on the outside. Pass to Prachumsi. Over Stone. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. Mills with the look. And Stone with the slam.
Love the effort and skill from Stone on the glass. Just scooping up the miss and getting his own look at the hoop.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Yep, that one goes.
His skills, they're matched by his relentlessness. He's in the middle of everything offensively.
Stone, he's guarded by Prachumsi. Here's MP. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in.
Not really necessary with no one on you. Why put yourself off balance on that shot?
Back to Robinson. Out to Cologne. Launches a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. The West with the ball. 10-point lead. Back to MP. And he lobs it up towards the rim. Outside, it's Johnson. To the middle. Here's Prachumsi. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot. So he'll go. Both teams making a change here.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
Here's Cologne. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. And McCall gets it to fall. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Now here's Cologne. Outside for Johnson. Hits the three-pointer.
There is absolutely no excuse for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc. None.
The kick out to Moore. Back to MP. Inside. Pass now to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP. McCall covering. From deep, it's MP. The offensive rebound. And that one drops for him.
Well, we know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
The WCBL on offense. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Cologne on the outside. Swings it to McCall. Count that as his 4th basket of the night goes in. Just 7 shots to get there.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
Mills outside. From deep, it's MP. And the rebound goes to EYBL.
Some of the shots that he's taken have been head scratchers. He's out there playing like it is a game of horse.
And now whistle blown against MP. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Drew Robinson. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Cologne with it. Quiet offensively so far, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Johnson. 5 to shoot. McCall from long range. Chu grabs the miss. MP outside. Outside. Chu. Back to MP. Drops it in from long range.
That's what it's all about in this game. Making a play for your teammate.
Cologne on the outside. McCall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer is offline. And here's MP on the outside. The rebound by Leftos. Mills with the steal. From deep, it's MP. The rebound by McCall.
I'm just not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep. It just is not working for him.
Fires from deep. Good for another field goal. Now 50% on the night. 5 of 10.
So quick, so effective, and a nuisance from distance. Tyson McCall is an elite shooter already, and he's only getting better.
Now here's Harris. 8 points for him. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Johnson with the rock, with Mills on him. Pass to Cologne. Uncovered. The West All-Stars pull it down. Trying his luck from deep. Unable to get that one to go. Now here's Johnson. McCall. And it's blocked by Harris. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 2. And more basketball to come after this short break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
Now MP. Lets it go from deep. Johnson with the rebound.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't look like it's his night.
Cologne. He's covered by Carrington. Back to Cologne. Robinson. Clock at 6. for the lead. Here's McCall. And the go-ahead bucket is no good. From deep, it's MP. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in.
Talk about hurting your team. You just can't get anything to fall out there.
Cologne up top. Swings it to McCall. Back to Cologne. And here's McCall. Beyond the arc. Great D that time from MP.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well have been. He really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly his defense that threw off the shot there.
Connects it from downtown.
D's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get right in his face.
Gets the three to fall.
Answers right back with a three of his own.
We've got a shootout here. Long-range shooting on display.
Cologne on the outside. Back to McCall. Johnson. Pass to Cologne. Now here's McCall. He's got 11. Johnson, no good that time. On the wing, it's MP. And that misses. That would have put them up. And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Yeah, that's great athleticism by Cologne on the slam.
The West trailing. And here's MP on the outside. Another miss by MP.
Holding here. Frigid. From three. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything or that he keeps trying.
Outside, McCall. Down low, Prachumsky. Milestone, what a defensive effort there. On the wing, it's MP. Defended by McCall. Another miss by MP.
He's having a tough quarter offensively.
Despite that, he remains aggressively looking for his shot.
Pass to Cologne. Now McCall. Johnson for three. MP grabs the miss. Now here's Mills. MP defended by McCall. Back to MP. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in. McCall with the ball. He's picked up by MP. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. And here's the West All-Stars. And then Stone with the dunk. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
Now a timeout called by EYBL. A big substitution coming.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
Here's Harris. MP. McCall covering. And MP gets it to go.
A stop now would be huge for this team as they try to pull away.
Time to take charge. Grab that W.
Now here's Johnson. McCall right side. There's the three. He can't get it to go.
This has been a rough second half for him shooting the ball. He should probably adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And Harris gets it to go.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
And now Prachumsky. Outside, it's Johnson. No good on the triple.
Especially when you're losing down the stretch, throwing up ill-advised threes isn't how to close this gap. You got to get a better shot than that. Great passing by the offense. Coaches love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Well, what a battle we've seen between MP and McCall so far. They've each had their moments in this one.
You can tell there's a lot of competitive fire between these two, and they both want to get the best of each other. But for as high of a prospect as McCall is rated, MP's done a fantastic job of hanging with them in this game.
And out of bounds, the West All-Stars will take it. Tries a three off the inbound, and a great assist by Carrington as that one falls.
And it hasn't just been one facet that helps them build the lead. They've been terrific all around.
It has been a complete performance, and the effort level's been fantastic too.
Now here's McCall. Johnson, no good that time.
And he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he's got to think of something else to try.
Outside, Stone. Back to MP.
Defensive foul. Tyson McCall. First personal foul. Third team foul.
No good at the free throw line.
For the West All-Stars, MP. Shooting 2.
And he sinks the second. Timeout called by the EYBL. Now here's Cologne. Defense right on him.
Get him out, get him out. The block, the block, the block.
McCall.
Whose bat is that?
Shot to stop the run. MP grabs the miss. The WCBL on offense. 16-point lead, their largest margin in the game. Puts up a three. Gets the three ball to go.
This run has really put them in the perfect position.
And with no signs of slowing, they aim to keep expanding that lead.
Here's Perchumsey. And Perchumsey throws it down.
Athletic move to the rim from Perchumsey. He saw his chance, and he took it.
Here's MP. The rebound by Cologne. 7-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's slammed in by McCall. Good tray. That shot doesn't fall. And he commits the intentional foul.
Not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain cramp.
That was completely out of left field. He lost all sense of time in the situation.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a W.
Turning into really exciting season.
Well, hey, what's good, Tyson? Hey, man, I've been meaning to ask you one last.
Okay. Look, I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP. Welcome to the... Go!
Some of you are more ready than others. Let's go, MP, move it! Move it, MP, let's go! Don't...
That all you got? All right, first game coming up later today. You good?
And a stunning waterfront view overlooking Malaga, Spain, our site for tonight's game. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for this presentation of the SNCL. Madrid versus Malaga. Malaga calls time here.
And of course, the star of tonight's game is Carlos Navarro. The reigning MVP is looking to add another trophy to his trophy case.
Basket Madrid leading. Outside Montoya. MP. From outside, off the mark. And there's a foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next foul will put them in the bonus.
And you know they'll be trying to draw that next one quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the line and get some easy buckets.
Knocks down the three ball. And with the way Navarro can light it up, there's a good chance he goes back-to-back in the MVP race.
I mean, he just scores it with such ease and really at all levels of the floor. Can go with either hand, and if you look to take one thing away from his arsenal, he'll simply go to another weapon of his.
Pass to Salazar. Back to Navarro. Drills it from outside.
And looking at the MVP voting breakdown last year for Navarro, it wasn't exactly a nail-biter.
Navarro ran away with the awards, and while others received votes, it was always going to go to Navarro. He had that good of a season.
Nice shot by Illich.
The defense must push Illich further away from the rim than this. Shots like that are always going to be routine to him.
Down low. And again, Navarro.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
MP, defended by Navarro. Outside Montoya. Illich. MP left side. Outside Illich. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Navarro. Knocked loose. Stolen by Illich. Pass to MP. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside. Alvarez. Defended by Navarro. Now here's Delgado. Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
For 3 Gomes. And no good trying to get that one. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hey, glad to have you back for the start of the second quarter here in Malaga. You look at the season Malaga had last year, easy to see why they expect big things this season.
They had such a strong run, and the core is mostly the same. This is a team that knows how to play together, and they're probably even better this year.
5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's MP. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. And Madrid making a change here. Malaga trailing here. Pass to Munoz. Serrano. Here's Munoz. Good. First shot, first basket.
That is poor defensive awareness. He's one guy you don't want to give any space to.
Over to the left wing. Here's MP. It's stolen by Galindo. Here's Rojas. To the paint. Here's Martinez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here's Munoz. Out to the right wing. And he drops it in from the low post.
Superb assist. He played the role of maestro on that one.
MP outside. Pass to Santoro. Back to MP. go to Malaga. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Navarro with it. MP's there.
Yeah, Navarro can also elevate and make you pay.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. MP, it's good. And MP might not be at full bore in this one. A report came out that he isn't in game-ready shape after initial training with the team.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not a huge surprise to hear that. This Madrid team, they demand the highest level of fitness. It's never easy for a young player to come in and be able to match him.
To the right side. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Delgado. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
Nice work down low for Madrid to be really running on all cylinders, effective offensively. They have to get production from Delgado inside. Well, in that tight with that much of a height advantage, there's not a lot that Deep can do to stop.
So both teams changing it up here. For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. And MP gets it to go.
I love this about MP. He can stretch you out and really extend that defense.
Pass to Ferrer. Navarro. Now here's Gomes. He's guarded by Montoya. Some room here for Gomes. Again, FC Malaga good for 2. And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. MP outside. Pass to Illich. Outside Montoya. And here's Alvarez. 4 on the shot clock. Now Delgado. Over Galindo. Delgado, no good. Here's Ferrer. Right wing. For 3 Gomes. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
A super lengthy point guard. Gomes can just pull up from deep and shoot right over you.
Pass to Alvarez. MP. Screened by Illich. To the middle. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
And you see Illich not afraid to throw his body around to get a bucket.
Here's Ferrer. Here's Gomes. And Illich pulls it down. To the inside. Outside for Montoya. Illich. Alvarez for 3. The second chance effort. Delgado's shot is good. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Basket Madrid ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Hey, if you're just joining us, we have Basket Madrid visiting the FC Malaga. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. There's the steal. And you look at the coach from Madrid, Chispa Romero. He's in the pressure cooker.
Oh, that press here in Madrid, it'll eat you alive. I mean, it's brutal if you don't get results. That goes for players and coaches. Romero knows this team needs to make a deep run this year.
Both good at the line. Madrid with the lead. Outside Illich. Pass to MP. Montoya. Outside Illich. And again, no good by Madrid. And it's Malaga's ball. To the middle for the lead. A nice shot by Navarro.
A true threat on the offensive end, really from anywhere on the floor. Carlos Navarro has been attacking without any hesitation, and he's having a big-time game.
Alvarez outside. Pass to MP. Illich. And he banks in the layup.
Lazar laser Ilic. The Slovenian forward has long been a mainstay for this Madrid side.
He does everything you want and knows how to play the game the right way. Similar to his twin brother Bogdan, who plays in Paris. He can be especially tough on his teammates with what he expects, but he backs it up on the court.
Here's MP. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Good work in the transition game.
That's why when it's there, it's always a good idea to attack early before the defense even has the chance to set up.
Absolutely. So much easier to score in transition.
And it goes off the drive. Yep, count it.
Moving at full speed, Gomes beats the defense by just being faster. Malaga wants him to attack like this.
Left side, Ilic. Pass to MP. Outside for Montoya. 6 to shoot. And here's MP from the arc. 3 down Malaga. And unsurprisingly, the MVP has been a force. Navarro completely outpacing MP in scoring.
And this is just MP learning that there are levels to this. Navarro is a seasoned vet in his prime, coming off of an MVP season. If you're MP, you can't get too down on yourself, because he's got to take some time to learn from the experience and use that to improve.
Outside Gomes. Pass to Salazar. Off target with the 3. MP outside. Back to Delgado. Outside for Montoya. That 3 off the mark. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And here we are, folks. Fourth quarter, FC Malaga at home against Basket Madrid. Here's Santoro. Pass to Ibanez. Back to MP. Expanding his range. It's hauled in by Salazar. Malaga trailing here. Here's Munoz. Out to the wing. Here's Serrano. Now Navarro. Covered by MP. And that puts them in the lead.
The book on Navarro is pretty simple. This guy can score from anywhere on the floor, particularly inside.
Here's Madrid now. MP, defended by Navarro. Here's Martinez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What are you talking about?
Here's Munoz. Pass to Serrano. Galindo.
Oh, shit. You're getting on playground basketball? I'm playing 2K26. Bro, you wanna watch? We down by 2, bro. Oh, that ain't. Yeah, come on now.
Madrid trailing.
Come on.
And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Come on, bro. The most BS turnovers. I'm passing so long.
And stolen by MP. And here comes the break. Jumps up.
Bang.
Caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Come on, MP. Oh my god, bro. Like, why can't we get a board? And they finally take me out.
And as the clock hits 0, that is going to do it for this one.
And we lost the damn game, too. But now I gotta replay this because you know they wanna. Oh God. Oh my God, I know.
Just under 3.5 minutes played.
And of course, the star of tonight's game is Carlos Navarro. The reigning MVP is looking to add another trophy to his trophy case.
Inside, MP.
Sorry, what are you doing?
In the layup off glass.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always
No, I'm talking about you.
some daylight to get his shot off.
Castillo outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And with the way Navarro can light it up, there's a good chance he goes back-to-back in the MVP race.
I mean, he just scores it with such ease, and really at all levels of the floor. Can go with either hand, and if you look to take one thing away from his arsenal, he'll simply go to another weapon of his.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Escudero. From deep. Montoya grabs the board. Basket Madrid leading.
There's a lot to like about Malaga this season.
How's that a bad call for pass? It's a bad pass.
They're expected to finish near the top of this league and grab a spot in the Euro tourney as well. They're a team with a lot of balance and great depth.
In the basket by Escudero.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jump shot.
Absolutely. He uses his size as well as anyone.
Bro, like how? Why do you even get the ball in my hands?
Pass to Serrano. Outside Navarro. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Basket Madrid ahead. They lead by 5. Let's take a...
Damn, bro.
Hey, glad to have you back for the start of the second quarter here in Malaga. And here's Madrid now. It's a 5-point game. You look at the season Malaga had last year. Easy to see why they expect big things this season.
They had such a strong run, and the core is mostly the same. This is a team that knows how to play together, and they're probably even better this year.
Here's MP. Nails the baby hook.
Remember my next point, bro. I'm scoring in Madrid.
FC Malaga with the ball. Pass to Ferrer.
Salazar.
The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Rojas. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Santoro. Back to MP. 5 on the clock. Rojas. He tries for 3. And there's a foul called on him.
How's that over the back foul, bro? That's so stupid.
Boy, he looked clumsy on that one, man. He wasn't going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. There's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. Trust me, I've seen it.
Gomes with the ball. And he's going for the alley-oop. Stolen by Montoya. Here's Alvarez. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Aguilar.
He's been key for them, the way he's distributed the ball.
No doubt, Tim. And when the offense runs through him, it's just such a smooth operation.
And it's so much fun to watch.
Shot by Navarro.
And looking at the MVP voting breakdown last year for Navarro, it wasn't exactly a nail-biter.
Navarro ran away with the awards, and while others received votes, it was always going to go to Navarro. He had that good of a season.
And that one drops.
They've done good work with the ball. They've been moving and getting quality chances.
And their field goal percentage reflects that. They've been the much better team shooting the ball.
And it's not just about shooting, Brian.
How's that a defensive breakdown? I'm in this man's face.
All the little things. He's been the key to their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Like getting off the PlayStation, bro.
Today is outstanding. He's not the only one who's put them in this hole.
Alvarez. Valverde covering.
Alright, bet.
On the wing, Navarro. Fires the 3. And it's Navarro again missing. And it's Madrid's ball.
Huh?
That one.
All right, hold on. Let me just finish this 2K game, and I'll hop on. Yeah.
Outside Navarro.
The true threat on the offensive end, really from anywhere on the floor. Carlos Navarro has been attacking without any hesitation, and he's having a big-time game.
And that'll be Madrid's ball as it goes out of bounds, and they're able to. Both teams making some changes here.
Okay. Bro, like, I'm not trying to pass it to this kid.
Pass to Gomes. Valverde. Three-pointer Castillo. Out of bounds. It'll be Madrid's ball. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Aguilar, shot is good.
Showing off the range. Aguilar with nice touch from out there.
And there's a foul called on him. That does it for the first half of play. Madrid ahead. They're up by 11. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Hey, if you're just joining us, we have Basket Madrid visiting the FC Malaga squad. It's the start of the second half. And you look at the coach for Madrid, Chispa Romero. He's in the pressure cooker.
Oh, that press here in Madrid, it'll eat you alive. I mean, it's brutal to get results. That goes to players.
Go ass down, bro.
Romero knows he's to make a deep run this year, trying to fight.
It's Montoya on the wing. MP, pass to Ibanez. Back to MP. Here's Martinez. And he was camped in the lane there. And
what?
3-second call.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, they really hurt.
Time called here, Basket Madrid.
Not how.
Surprisingly, the MVP has been a force. Navarro completely outpacing MP in scoring.
And this is just MP learning that there are levels to this. Navarro is a seasoned vet in his prime, coming off of an MVP season. If you're MP, you can't get too down on yourself, because he's got to take some time to learn from the experience and use that to improve.
Down low, Ibanez. Pass to MP. Back to Montoya. MP. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Munoz. Covered by MP. With the step back. Montoya grabs the board. Here's Madrid now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And here's MP from the arc.
Oh, come on, bro.
And there's a foul called on MP. That's his
Yeah, out of the game, bro.
and Madrid making a change here. Outside Navarro. Picked by Escudero. To take the lead. A nice shot by Navarro.
That's such great poise and control from Navarro right there.
Basket Madrid trailing. Here's MP. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And MP might not be at full bore in this one. A report came out that he isn't in game-ready shape after initial
Bro, I miss a free throw and I lose almost every little bit of my thing.
Huge surprise to hear that. This Madrid team, they demand the highest level of fitness. It's never easy for a young player to come in and be able to match it.
And a 3-on-3 fast break. And he misses the
That's literally a perfect shot.
outside goes. Basket is good. The assist.
Oh, we gotta win this game, bro. I'm not trying to
With
get
his
this one.
size, Gomes can be more effective inside than most point guards.
Pass to Aguilar.
Like, what? 44 points.
MP outside.
Like he trips. And the ball comes flying out.
Combs with the ball. Picked up by Aguilar. Out of bounds. It'll be Madrid's ball. Madrid calls timeout.
Yeah, how to say it, but
Making a difference here.
He just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way for the
final whistle sounds, and that'll do it. Madrid comes in.
Well, MP, beyond
that was a horrible.
what a way to start your Spanish journey with an impressive.
Gracias, bienvenidos, Miss Mueller.
Was there any added significance to the win for you coming in?
There's so many great players in this league.